Thank you.
How good do you feel pulling yourself right back in this tournament?
Yeah, being 9 over through 20 holes, it looked like I would have been back in Florida today. But yeah, just I made a few putts yesterday and started hitting the ball really well. And a few little things this morning on the range. Found a better swing with my driver and seemed to sort of build from there on the rest of my game. And today, I had it really close on a lot of holes. Could have been probably a lot lower.
You've had the two best rounds in the tournament in the last 2 days. You've had the best rounds. What are the chances you think you can do it for a third day the way you're striking the ball?
If I hit it the way I did today, I think I've got a pretty good chance of putting a good number out there again. I gave myself loads of birdie opportunities, which is what you want to try and do around here. I think ball striking is keen to really pinpoint where you want to pitch it on the greens. The greens are so firm now and it's pretty dead, the grass, so you need to work the slopes on the greens to get it close. And I did that today, but it's a challenge to make a lot of putts on these greens.
The way you played today, does it feel like if you had shot this round on an average course, the score would have been like a 61, 62?
It's tough to say because you play quite a bit different golf here. Pitching it up, taking more club, running it onto the green. But if I gave myself all the opportunities I did on a different course with better greens, you probably would make more putts. But I made a good few putts today, and I think this afternoon it's gonna really be fast. We teed off at 11:30, and the greens were very slick, so you can just expect it to even firm up more. So it is definitely going to get tougher and tougher out there.
As an Open champion, are these conditions kind of made for you? Are you really comfortable here? Even though the elevation is different from a real links course.
Yeah, it might look like open golf course, but it's definitely not. Yeah, I like type of shot making golf courses where you need to hit a lot of little different shots, but you need to be hitting it well to be able to do that. And unfortunately, the first day I just hit it so poorly that I couldn't really put myself in any position of making birdies or trying to have birdie opportunities. So luckily, I got it together and started hitting the ball the way I know I can hit it.
Did you think you had a prayer Thursday? Did you think you had a prayer Thursday night?
Sorry?
Did you think you had a prayer coming back after Thursday night?
Oh no, I mean, like I said, 9 over through 20 holes. I didn't give myself much chance, but I never gave up. I always want to give myself chances, and even if you're playing badly, you wanna work on something those last or second round or last few holes just to take it into next week. And I started hitting the ball better and better and better as I went through the second round, and did it really well today. So it just shows you that to never give up, especially on a golf course like this. If you play well and you shoot 1 or 2 under, you can really climb the leaderboard.
How much were you affected by all this stuff going on around Tiger and Ricky that first round?
No, I mean, I played as bad as them the first round, so I think the three of us just pulled each other down quite a bit. It's tough when all three plays like that. You sort of just you don't really get into it, and so that happens. But yeah, when you're out there, you're doing your own thing. You don't really. I don't think it affects you that much when you're playing well, when you're hitting it well.
You missed several short putts. I mean, could this have really been a special round?
It could have been. 7, 8, 9. I missed shortest length. 10, I missed a short one. I missed a short one at 18. But you can't really look at that. I made a few good ones as well. So the big key is here to give yourself those putts. And if you have a day where a lot of them go in, you can shoot 64. But I played well. I mean, on putting stats, I would probably had quite a few putts today, but I know I putted well, I hit the ball well, so I'm very happy with this round.
Was there a point either yesterday or today where you switched your focus from trying to come back from a slow start to realizing, hey, I'm in contention here?
I had turning yesterday. I made that bogey on 18, and then that eagle on 1 really, set my target to get another one, to get it to 4 over and see where the cut goes. I had no idea what to expect of the cut line, and then I made another one on 6, and then one on 8, and I got it to 3 over, and actually made a 4-footer for par on 9, which I thought was probably going to be to make the cut, and ended up being 2 inside. So I was very chuffed with myself yesterday, the way I came back, and this morning sort of just worked on a few things. I weren't happy with the way I drove the ball yesterday, and found something, and felt really comfortable out there today on the tee.
You were playing for the cut line yesterday. Today you come out and you put yourself in a position. Tomorrow you're going to go out and be playing for this championship, and you've done it before on a Sunday. So, I mean, it's going to be a different mindset, I would think, tomorrow with this slow guy.
Well, it's going to be exciting from where I came back from, So, yeah, it's I guess I'm probably going to be 5 or 6 behind, unless one of the guys have a really low round. But around this golf course, I think if I can go out and shoot 1 or 2 under the front 9 and just put yourself out there on the back 9, anything can happen. There's a lot of dangerous holes out there, and if you're not on your game, ball striking wise, you're going to struggle. You're going to have 10 to 15 footers for par the whole day. So I need to just try and go out and sort of try and play the same game plan as I did today.
To follow up on the putting, can you make an observation about how they're different from other greens? Subtle things that you may have noticed over the 3 days of putting on them?
Well, there's no grass on a few of them, so it's just there's dead. It's dead. It's there's a few holes where it doesn't look really good, but it's the same for everyone. You got to stand out there and try and knock it in. There's a few. I feel there's a few greens that looks really good. The 7th, the 13th, the 14th. They look fine. But they're just really tricky. It's such big slopes on them, and they're so firm that you need to be careful. I had a shot on 18 where I probably would have putted it 50 yards down the fairway if I ended up going with a putter and decided on chipping it off the green. You got to really work your way around the greens where you want to pitch your second shot. That's why I always say ball striking is so important here, because you've got to pinpoint it where you want to pitch it. Otherwise, you're going to end up way off the green.
Were there particular ones you thought were good that stood out to you?
The first hole doesn't look too good. There's it's. I think everyone probably expected it to be a bit better, the greens. At the end of the day, we all need to play and make putts and try and make putts or fight with yourself. It's what makes this game really good.
You said earlier that it doesn't really, because of the elevation changes, it's not really a links type golf. But does this offer you a better preparation as previous U.S. Opens, going to the Open, going to St. Andrews?
The turf is pretty similar to open golf. Being really firm, iron shots and pitching around greens when you pitch. So in that sense, it's definitely the same. But still 3 weeks to go to the Open. Playing 2 tournaments before that, which is different golf course types and this. I think there's a lot of people that really want to forget this week the way they played and the way they struggled around the golf course. I was probably one of those on Thursday evening. Just kept my head down and told myself to really stick out there and try and do something on Friday.
Do you think St. Andrews represents lower? I mean, obviously the scores here aren't going to be.
No, St. Andrews should be lower scoring than us. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Sure.
Thank you.